Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today is day 2 in our back to school week for teachers at my school. And today is Friday, August 24th, I believe. It's 3:44, so it's a Friday and it's after 2:30, so most of the other teachers have booked out of here. Since it was kind of a long day, I would say. There were not as many schools scheduled. Actually, there weren't really any school-wide stations, school-wide rotations, anything like that. We're going to resume that next Tuesday, I believe, as far as school-wide meetings and trainings and things like that. So today was dedicated to classroom setup as well as meeting with your content teams. So it was really busy for me because I came in around 7:30 to start setting up, and we had about an hour. No, we had about an hour, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It went so fast. I don't know why it seems short, but we had about 2.5 hours to ourselves to set up our classroom. And I have been still struggling putting up this shiplap wall, but it's getting there. I've almost run out of the second roll. I did find the other roll, by the way. It was lodged between a bench at my house and the wall, so I did find it, thank goodness, that I was able to put that up today. It is up. I have managed to, I'll show you in a second, but I've managed to cover, I would say, 80% of the wall, maybe 3/4. And some of the parts that I think I could cover with posters, I kind of covered posters up where I would have probably run out of the shiplap wallpaper. So I did manage to find another roll on Amazon of the same brand, and that should be coming in next Monday or Tuesday, and that will cover the rest of the wall. I did find, someone gave me, another teacher, actually my friend teacher that's next door to me, she gave me extra border. It's not my same border, but it's just as cute actually. It's multicolored apples from the dollar spot at Target. So, and I was actually thinking about picking these up, but there wasn't that many by the time I went to Target. So I'm really excited about all my new border. So before I kind of show you what I did in the classroom today, I wanted to talk about my content meetings and my department meeting that happened today. So we went at 11 o'clock to our department meeting, which is always really fun because my English department is the best department in the school, I would say, because they're super funny and they all have these great experiences that are unique, and not one of us is the same or generic, like a generic teacher. I don't know what that even means. I feel like you can't even be a generic high school teacher, but none of us are boring, I would say. We all have like these unique situations we've come from that make us all very strong in our own right. And I feel like after a student's been 4 years through 4 or more of us, they have definitely run the gambit of experience here. So that's always fun to see our colleagues again and get to talk about the curriculum and talk about park scores. And even though some of those topics are unpleasant, talking about it with these people make it worthwhile at the end of the day. So we did our department meeting. We met some of the newer teachers. I think there's one new English teacher and a few new special ed co-teachers that we were introduced to. After that, I think we ate lunch. So a few of us teachers, we ate Subway. I think two of the other teachers went out and got everyone Subway, which was really nice, because a lot of our meetings kind of ran together today, so it gave us less classroom time. So everyone wanted to conserve time and just work in their classroom, so someone went out and got us food. And after that, I quickly ate my food in 30 minutes and went to my English 10 content meeting. Oh, I think I skipped, that's why I didn't have a lot of time. I did have my English 12 meeting early in the morning, which went it was really long, but it went smoothly because other than my co-teacher who's new, all three of us have taught English 12 before together last year. So it's just, and the curriculum hasn't changed, so it's the same. So after lunch, we had our English 10 meeting, and that's a really large team. I think there's 6 of us. There's about 6 of us in the team, and last year I didn't teach 10, so I haven't really worked with this specific group together. There's a lot of different personalities and things on that. So we talked about what we're gonna do kind of preemptively next week. And so that meeting was really brief. And then after that, I talked to my co-teacher, who is, like I said, amazing. And we basically backward mapped the entire first quarter. Like, not necessarily every activity down pat, but we have an idea of what we want to do for the entire quarter, which is amazing. Like, that's why what got me super excited about co-teaching is because it keeps me super organized, because I have to be considerate of another person. I can't just, you know, do what I do to myself and throw things together and hope for the best. I can't do that just because I want to be a nice person, much less to be a better teacher. So I'm really excited about co-teaching. We got a lot done in a short amount of time. We talked about vocabulary and how we want to introduce our seniors to vocabulary that they're going to be seeing on assessments, on reading and college prep. And we talked about how we're going to incorporate narratives into their journals for their bell ringers. We talked about all of the texts we're going to be teaching this quarter. So we're going to do a little bit of Beowulf, a little bit of The Wife of Bath's Tale, Chaucer, and then we're going to delve into Kite Runner. So we have a lot of work to do, but we definitely have the outline on how we're going to do it. So a super productive meeting. And then I kind of got to, after that, just keep working on my classroom, which is a mess, but it's slowly but surely coming together. Hopefully on Tuesday of next week. We don't have anything scheduled as of right now, so hopefully I'll be able to finish kind of the big pieces of the classroom, like most of my wallpapering and posters and things like that. So super exciting. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, that was it today. It was like meetings and roughly here and there putting up wallpaper, and I think I ran next door and helped my friend teacher next door with just kind of eyeing up her pennants and like making sure that it flowed correctly. But otherwise, that is basically it. I'll show you real quick what I did with the shiplap, and I think some posters, and that's about it. So next Monday we have PD, and more PD for me, but mandatory PD for everyone. I'm doing document-based questioning on the first and second session, so DBQ essays and things like that for English 10 honors. And then I actually didn't get into a session for the third session, so I'm gonna have to go back in and see if I can re-sign up for one. They were full at one point, and then they opened up more slots later, so I haven't gone in since then because I've been at a million meetings. So I have more of this wall done. There's still a gap there, but I did finish the top. Like, I almost went all the way across. I'm gonna go back and add like these gaps and add some more detail and tape it down so there's not as many bubbles and things like that. You can see in the reflection there's some bubbles. I didn't necessarily stick it to the wall, but I did tape it down. Like there's gaps in the smartboard, in between the smartboard and the whiteboard, but I think I'm going to figure out a way I can fill those gaps and or add a border to complete this. I have one last section here to fill in that'll really make this whole wall look more uniform, and then I'll fill in the gaps with my next roll that I'm getting. And then I was starting to run really short here, so I already have like reading posters and things like that I was going to put up in this gap to kind of limit how much of the wallpaper that I needed. It kind of looks haphazard, but it's kind of a way that I can finish the wall without using a bunch of wallpaper. And then I have all this stuff everywhere. These are the dollar spot borders that my friend next door to me, she gave to me. I think those will look really cute. And then this I brought in today is my black and white polka dot. This is wrapping paper that I'm gonna put behind my desk over there as sort of like a backsplash, I would even say, behind, and that way I can tack up stuff for my own kind of viewing pleasure. Then I did break open all my posters, and then this is my shiny mint gift wrap paper that I'll probably put up for a bulletin board paper at some point. And as you can see, my bulletin board over there is still not done, but I have to get out all my flowers and my pom-poms and things like that. So, yep. This is how things stand now. Like I said, my shiplap wall is coming together from a distance, but still need to add a lot of details and things. We'll really see how this cleans up. My co-teacher, he's putting some things together over there. He is super excited, I think, to have his own space. Alright guys, so thank you for watching this vlog with me for day 2 of getting my classroom set up. And I would love to hear how you guys are coming along with your classrooms, or maybe you're already teaching and you have your students and you have everything mostly put together. What I want to hear from you is, what are your experiences co-teaching with another teacher, and what are some of your tips that you have for me this year? Also, if you're not necessarily in a co-teaching situation, what is your experience in collaborative planning and planning in content groups? So how do you introduce new ideas to the team? How do you use what other people give you constructively? How do you backwards map from a quarterly or an assessment? How do you backward map from there into your individual lessons? So looking before the school year starts and then going out in that first quarter or semester or trimester, or whatever marking period that you're working with. So how do you backward map? How do you work collaboratively with a team or with your co-teacher? I would love to hear your tips and your experiences and ideas. So remember, learn often, teach well. I will see you in my next video.